I mean, when you first started,
Mhm.
Techno Silva had recently taken on investment from a private equity firm.
Mhm.
There was then, and there is even more now, expectation of exponential growth,
Yeah.
both from a macroeconomic standpoint, but Techno Silva was a very lean company 2 years ago. Like I think you were at
Yeah.
60 people. I
Yeah.
feel a we with Techno Silva.
Yeah. No, you should. You should. You were here.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like tripled in size in the last 2 years, and it's probably got another growth factor ahead of it.
Mhm.
Um, so let's talk about onboarding, because that is actually the problem that we really put our heads together to solve. And if you could just talk about what it was like when you first started 2 years ago,
Yeah.
what was good about it, what was problematic about it, and what did you and I set out to solve, and then we'll actually go over and take a look at it.
Yeah. So I would say that there wasn't one onboarding philosophy. There wasn't one onboarding strategy in the organization. If you lived in Spain, your onboarding and the information you got was very different than if you lived in the United States. And I would say that it was very transactional. So, it was the only part of onboarding we were doing okay, and that wasn't actually even that great, was making sure that we got you in the payroll system so that we could pay you, and that we got you signed up for benefits, and that was sort of it. And then as you thought about the training you needed to do to get good at your job, um, you had to go talk to someone, and it was we were very person dependent. This is not unusual and at all in a small company that a few people hold all of the information and
It's
it
not
does.
only not unusual, it's inevitable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just whether you can like pull yourself out of it or not.
Right. It's like, oh well, hey, I need to go learn about X. Well, you got to go talk to David. I also need to learn about Y. That's David again, and you need to
Yeah.
talk about, like, so we were putting a burden on already really busy employees by having them have to be the single point of contact. And as we were thinking about this growth, that wasn't going to be sustainable, because they were going to have to quit their day job in order to just onboard employees.
Yeah.
So, when I entered and started thinking about it, I wanted there to be, um, and I will say, I think it is important to note that because we had just taken an investment from TA, this company was going through a transition of being a founder led, bootstrapped organization to now a company managed by executives, with all the bells and whistles that come with that. So we're sort of managing both of these things in tandem as we think about it. And the first conversations that we had, and really was day one, we wanted everybody to have the same experience. We wanted everybody to have the same access to information, and we wanted people to be able to self-serve. What we were reading, Come Up for Air, is that the book we read at that time, talking
Hmm.
about being able to go and self-serve, and get information rather than push information. um,
Hmm.
so and not that we wanted to take people out of the onboarding process, but we wanted to document things, and we wanted to give people options on how they learn and how they get to where they need to be.
Yeah, and to your point about the original onboarding was really just a function of begging and borrowing time to talk to people that were too busy to talk to you.
Yeah.
Like it was the burden of onboarding was almost 100% dependent on those people. And
Mhm.
so now we're talking about shifting to a solution that is self-service and independent. But as we're going to show here, we actually there are some critical conversations that we want employees to have at different stages of onboarding, and those are called out.
Yeah.
Those are grouped by, there are certain conversations that new people just need to have with you, Samantha. And so when they get their onboarding project, it's like, oh, these are the three things I need to talk to Samantha about. So when you finally do get time with them, they show up informed, prepared, and everything y'all need to talk about is contained together. So it's not removing those in-person conversations. It's just narrowing them down to just the ones that are really important.
Right. And that there were better ways to get other information. So so yeah, I don't know. Did you want to jump in and show a demo
Yeah,
now of what
at
we're
that
looking at?
time, I was the acting manager of the product department, and we had two employees in product.
Mhm.
Those employees, of course, were still responsible for the complex deliveries and so forth. And the delivery team was the team that needed to grow the most. And
Mhm.
I think a really good indicator of the pain that we were experiencing as a company is that those two product employees desperately needed delivery people to be hired,
Mhm.
but every time a new delivery person was hired, they were just cringing at the amount of work they were going to have to do to manually bring that new delivery person up to speed. And so
Yeah.
it's like you can't live with it. You know, you can't live without the new people, and you can't live with the new people. And the visceral like pain that they would experience of like, oh gosh, I've got a new person starting this week, like
Mhm.
my, so yeah.
It would be really interesting to go have a conversation with them today. I haven't talked to them about this particular topic in quite a while, but totally different organization when you think
Yeah.
about that.